Welcome to Inspire Me with Jay. This is a podcast to inspire, uplift, show forth the love of God, and help usher in the spiritual awakening. Welcome to Inspire Me with Jay. I'm your host, Jay Spillers. I'm talking about a deep relaxation meditation. This is basically the talk I gave for my meditation class this week. I'm doing this as a bonus episode. Oh, by the way, please like and subscribe to this channel. It does help. So, what is a deep relaxation meditation? Well, I came up with the idea for this because I'm writing a book. And my form of deep relaxation meditation, I call the Tranquility Zone meditation. And you're just wanting to go deeper in that relaxation than you'd get in a regular meditation. Remember how I defined meditation as awareness while in a highly relaxed state. And every form of meditation, regardless of how it does it, is basically getting you to that point. They want you in a highly relaxed state, but they want you aware. So this is what a deep relaxation meditation does, the tranquility zone meditation. We're going into awareness, not just with a highly relaxed state, but a hyper relaxed state. We're going into this even deeper. And so, really, it's just a matter of degree. It's a matter of nuanced differences, certain subtle differences between this and a regular meditation. A lot of what I'm saying, obviously, you'd see in a regular meditation, like a mindfulness meditation and whatnot. You can take this discussion and apply it to regular meditation as well. But we're going specifically for a very deep relaxation meditation. So, why would someone want to do a deep relaxation meditation? Well, I think there's two main reasons. One is that you want to have a sense of well being, and you want to go to a state where you come out of it highly energized. Now, meditation in general tends to give you a greater state of well being, and it tends to give you a little more pep and energy. But this is going even deeper. This is going to give you a strong sense of well being that's going to last for hours in most cases. And it's going to super energize you beyond what you tend to get with a regular meditation. So it's going deeper for you. And this is really the focus of what you're trying to do. You can do other things while in a deep meditation, but the primary goal, as far as I see it, is we're striving to get that sense of well being. We're striving to come out of it highly energized, and you can feel it in your body. Trust me. That's our primary goal here. Now, there's some timing issues with this too, because you can do a regular meditation, 5 to 10 minutes, and get something of benefit from it. And that's wonderful. But to do a tranquility zone meditation, a deep relaxation meditation, there's going to have to be a time commitment. I would say at least 30 minutes, possibly as much as an hour, that you're going to have to commit to this if you want to do a deep relaxation meditation. And I tend to recommend that you do it in late afternoon, early evening. Tend to get the best results. You can do it in the morning, but I don't think you're going to really get the deep relaxation that you would at the late afternoon, early evening. And the reality is too, is that you don't have to do a deep relaxation meditation every day. This doesn't have to be your automatic default go-to meditation, but it's something that you can do when you really want or need to to feel a stronger sense of well-being and really be energized. You may end up only doing this, a few times a week or on occasion here or there, and that's totally fine. I'd recommend, whatever you do, that you do some form of meditation every day. But if you don't want to do this particular meditation every day, I totally understand. But if you have the time and the will and you want to do it every day, more power to you. So that's the time considerations. One thing that you want to try to do with this meditation to get there is you want to strive for absolute stillness. Now, I've talked about meditation before and the importance of stillness, that every meditation, to get you to the point of any kind of serious relaxation, you're going to have to still the mind and the body. Even if they don't talk about stillness specifically, that's generally where they're taking you. Before you're present, one must still mind and body. Okay, so it's connected to mindfulness, but it's a bit different in terms of the focus here. But you get to stillness, then you can get to your mindfulness, the present moment, or wherever you want to go in meditation. A mantra meditation will still the mind and body too. But you generally have to get to that stillness point. But here with the deep relaxation, we want to take it just a little bit further. We're going to be doing breathing. We're going to be doing some music, but they're going to have to be some fine tuning on it. And when you do stillness for a deep relaxation meditation, I recommend that you lie down on a bed or a couch and have, as close as you can get to it, zero movement. I recommend you lie down, you lay your feet flat with your toes kind of pointing outward and maybe 18 inches apart. Just very relaxed. Try not to move. Have your hands to your side, cuffed like this, just loosely, and then just remain completely still, because the physical stillness is extremely important to do this deep relaxation meditation. So once you start to still the body, then we're going to go into issues like breath. Obviously, remember I teach when you first start meditating, first thing you do is you take in the deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, hold for about 8 seconds, exhale through your mouth. And I usually recommend about 5 to 10 breaths. You're going to want to try to go closer to 10 deep breaths when you're doing a deep dive meditation like this. And then after that, you breathe normally through your nose, just a calm, normal rate. But here's where it starts to get a little different from just possibly a regular meditation. You're going to, as the meditation progresses, as you go into normal breathing, ease into breathing more shallow and breathing more slowly. And since you're laying down, you can notice your stomach rising and falling. Start to notice your heart beating in your chest area, and just really just lower your breathing. If you're noticing your stomach might not be moving a whole lot. It won't be moving up too much, and it won't be moving too often. It'll be like really slowed, really shallow. I mean, obviously, you don't want to be like uncomfortable, if you're in a deep dive meditation and you have to breathe a little more deeply and less shallow. I understand, because I have to do that sometimes, but the goal is just to go slow and shallow, and just to notice your stomach and notice your heart, and kind of just sink into the bed. Imagine yourself just kind of merging and melting into the bed or the couch. Let your shoulders just sort of fall back. And this is sort of the nuanced differences that you have to put in, or you should put in, to get a deeper relaxation meditation from a normal meditation. Normal meditation, you do some deep breaths and then you just breathe normally through your nose. You might not necessarily worry about how shallow or slow you're breathing. You might not notice your stomach or whatever. You might be likely sitting up, which is cool, in a chair or even the floor if that's what you're comfortable with. But these are some of the nuanced differences you have to get sort of a little bit deeper in your relaxation. And that takes us to the next point that I always talk about in meditation, which is music. Of course, you want to have the ambient meditation style music, but I think it's especially important with this deeper meditation to pick uh, musical choices that are kind of methodical, that are kind of, for lack of a better word, monotonous, where it just has the same sound and rhythm all the way through. You know, some meditation music that might be perfectly fine for a regular meditation, piano music playing, and it has maybe different pieces of music and different, sounds going on. It's like, well, that might be fine. But seriously, you want to try for this deeper meditation to get something very methodical, very smooth, the same sound that just goes through the whole thing. And some of the kind of music that you might look into is what's called like new age music. You can even look up like some of the, space ambiance type musics because some of those sound, it's a very smooth sound and it's very similar all the way through. You know, it has a very ultra relaxing element to it. So you just want to go a little more specific for a deep dive meditation like this than you might for normal meditation music. I always recommend meditation music. I think it helps immensely with the meditation process. People have different views on that. I recommend meditation music if you can have it, do it. There might be some situations like you're doing a mini meditation, you don't even have access to music, or it's just not a possibility. That's fine. But if you're doing a regular formal meditation, use music and use a specific type, like I just outlined, the very smooth, same sounding type music, new age type music for a deep dive meditation. So you also have issues like visualization. Visualization is cool. I love visualization in meditation. We talked about the Silva method. That's like their main thing is visualization. And they're trying to partly use it to reprogram yourself for success. And that's cool. Obviously, here we're not trying to necessarily reprogram ourselves for success. Our primary focus is just getting that sense of well-being and getting energized. So the thing with visualization is you want to keep it relatively simple. Um, a lot of detail can be good in a basic meditation because it can kind of help pull you in and keep you from distraction. But you may not want a lot of detail because at the same time, it's sort of relaxing you. But if you get too detailed, it can keep you from going deeper into it. Like when you sort of out here in the forest and I've got trees and I've got flowers and I've got blue skies and I got a bird over here and I've got this and I've got that. It's like it starts to kind of keep your mind a little too active for this deep dive meditation. So you kind of want to keep it simple. And there's like two elements I tend to focus on for deep dive meditation visualization when I use them. I tend to focus on water. I tend to focus on light. Sometimes you can just have things like you're in a lake floating and you just sort of visualize and connect with that, like the floating of your body in the water. And you can even see yourself becoming one or merging with the lake as you're floating. Because I mean, if you've ever been on like floating in the lake and you've been kind of relaxing and you kind of at some point get so relaxed you kind of feel like you're just one with the lake. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here, the water analogy. And sometimes like what I'll do is, you've probably seen pictures, it's like you visualize yourself at the bottom of a lake or the bottom of the ocean, looking up at the top, and you see like a bright light at the top that kind of forms a circle. Sometimes I focus on that. Like you focus on light being around you, sort of blanketing you and engulfing you, and you become one with the light. And the light is relaxing you and energizing you. But they're like very simple, it's just the light, the water. There's not like a lot of detail going on. And, you're visualizing you doing this and you doing that and, all these things happening. It's very simple. I keep it to water and light visualizations. And then another aspect of meditation that is very helpful that you can use for a deep relaxation is affirmations. But again, same rule. You want to keep them short, you want to keep them simple. You don't want affirmations that are like long sentences or huge phrases. If you can keep it to a couple of words or a few words, that's that's the best. And if you can keep it, this is the next rule, to affirmations that in some way connect or promote the idea of relaxation. Like one of the ones I like is, I am calm and at peace. I am calm and at peace. Another one might be, I'm highly relaxed. And just try to figure and create affirmations that are short, simple, and relate to relaxation. And sometimes what you'll do is like, if you notice you're starting to get a little too close to that line, falling asleep, you say your affirmations a few times to kind of keep your mind from going too deep into sleep. And that can be helpful. Now, your obvious question might be, okay, well, is this just a glorified nap then? And I would say no, because you're trying to keep your awareness. Remember, we talked about brain waves, we talked about um, alpha, theta, we talked about beta and delta. Delta's the sleep. Alpha's you're starting to get kind of relaxed. And theta is you're like super duper relaxed, but you're not in sleep. You're wanting to function more in the theta range, you might say, but you don't want to cross over into delta sleep. So that's the difference. You maintain awareness, you're at a deep theta range, but not in a delta. And besides keeping the awareness, there's a profound difference in a deep relaxation meditation when you really get there, and a nap. A nap can be wonderful. Not saying anything against naps, but the difference is that this will energize you at a much more profound and deeper level that will last longer than a nap will. And it will give you a sense of well-being that's much more profound and deep than you get in a nap. Nap, a lot of times you'll feel better. You feel better about the world, have a little bit better sense of well-being, which is kind of true of just a regular meditation too. And a nap can give you some energy, just like a regular meditation. But this is going to take you to a deeper level than a regular meditation or a nap. Trust me. And one of the big differences too is if you do it and you don't fall asleep, you don't cross in the delta, you shouldn't come out of it groggy. Like I know when I have that awareness, and I know that I've kept the awareness, I don't come out of a deep relaxation meditation groggy. Now there's sometimes, a few times, even, you know, um, not too long ago, where, I know I've crossed into the delta realm, fallen asleep, possibly snoring. And, I'll come out and be a bit groggy because it's slipped into sleep. But if you don't slip into sleep, and you can like use an affirmation to kind of wake you up or to start noticing your breathing and stuff like that. Um, you shouldn't come out of it groggy. That's a big difference between that and a nap. And I was looking at different types of meditation, wondering if there's anything similar to what I'm proposing with a tranquility zone meditation for deep relaxation. And I found one thing that was relatively close. They have you lie down, they have you go very deep in terms of super relaxation, and it's actually classified as a form of yoga. It's called yoga nidra. And yoga, you tend to think of movement, you tend to think of different postures and stretches and whatnot, because yoga exercises the mind and the body, whereas meditation tends to be just more of a mental focus. But in this particular form of yoga, it's just more relaxation, it's more non-movement. And the word yoga just means harmony, and it means to achieve peace. And nidra actually means sleep, but it's kind of deceptive because they're not trying to get you to sleep, but they're trying to get you in a state that's close to sleep, sleep like state, where you're hyper relaxed, like what I'm talking about, but yet you're still aware. And so this yoga nidra is quite similar to the tranquility zone meditation. And they have 5 steps. They have like light movement to begin with, which, sounds somewhat more like regular yoga. Then they have mental exercises. They have certain breathing exercises they do. They do what's like a body scan, only they do it more like on a hemisphere, like the left side and the right side. They go up and down, you know, noticing certain parts of the body and relaxing it. So they kind of do like a hemisphere body scan meditation. And then they tell their body to rest for a certain period of time, whether it's 30, 45 minutes, whatever. And that's yoga nidra. And that reminds me of another point too, is I had in my lecture is a lot of times you use body scan to relax. What I have for the tranquility zone is not is similar to that, but I call it the body reset. And the difference between a body reset and a body scan is a body scan tends to be done at the very beginning of the meditation. In some cases, it's the entire meditation. It's in some mindful practices that could be the entire meditation. The body reset comes much later in the meditation, in the tranquility zone meditation, and it's not just about sort of relieving tension, but it's actually about resetting the body to allow itself to heal. Because when you're in a deep, relaxed state, the body can then more is more able to heal, and the mind is able to heal more from certain things. And it doesn't necessarily like a body scan have to go top down or bottom up. You can just focus on different parts of your body, like different organs, your liver, your kidney, your heart, your eyes. Just allow them to heal, to repair, to be restored, to allow any damage to be healed from. Allow your mind to be healed. Allow your mind to be restored and at peace. And I kind of do that as a reset. And so there can be a great deal of physical and emotional healing. And that's one thing that Yoga Nidra talks about too, is that when you get in the deep relaxed state, the hyper relaxed state, either through the tranquility zone meditation or Yoga Nidra, you can start to really do some deep dive on healing physically and emotionally. Meditation in general can do some healing, but this is like going a little bit deeper. So that was my talk on the deep relaxation meditation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have you ever wanted to learn to meditate? Check out my book, Meditation for Everyone: How to Quickly Have a More Peaceful, Mindful, and Fulfilled Life, and support this channel. With Meditation for Everyone, you will learn to quickly and easily meditate, relieve stress and anxiety, alleviate depression, and have more joy, peace, and relaxation. What you will learn: mindfulness, the art of stillness, step by step on how to meditate, strategies for overcoming challenges to meditation, and much more. D. Mason said this: "This is a nice meditation book, even for those already meditating. I agree with the statements that it will help to have a more peaceful, mindful, and fulfilled life." 4.6 star rating, available on Amazon.